Imagine standing on the edge of a vast ocean, staring at the horizon, knowing that somewhere beyond the waves, hidden from sight, lies another land, perhaps even another civilization. Now, replace that ocean with the infinite void of space, and that distant land with an Earth-like world orbiting a distant star. What if, right now, we are closer than ever to proving that we are not alone in the universe? In the last few years, astronomers have stumbled upon something astonishing. Planets eerily similar to our own, hiding in the darkness, orbiting their stars at just the right distance to sustain life. One of the most tantalizing discoveries is Proxima Centauri b, a planet barely 4 light-years away, within the habitable zone of its star. Scientists have found hints of an atmosphere, possibly even water. But what if Proxima Centauri b isn't just another barren rock? What if something, or someone, is already there? The idea of extraterrestrial life has long been a mix of science and science fiction, a dream held by astronomers, conspiracy theorists, and hopeful dreamers alike. But for the first time in history, we have the technology to peer into these distant worlds, analyze their atmospheres, and even detect signs of biological activity. The James Webb Space Telescope is already scanning exoplanets for the chemical fingerprints of life. Oxygen, methane, and other gases that, on Earth, are unmistakable signs of biological processes. And then there are the mysterious radio signals. Strange, bursts of energy from deep space that some scientists believe could be artificial in origin. Are these just cosmic flukes? Or have we already intercepted the first whispers of an alien civilization trying to reach out? Every step forward in astronomy brings us closer to answering the ultimate question. Are we alone? And if we aren't, what happens next? The search for extraterrestrial life isn't just about science. It's about our place in the universe, about the future of humanity, and about what it truly means to look up at the night sky and wonder who might be looking back. For centuries, humans have gazed at the stars and wondered if we are alone in the universe. Ancient civilizations imagined celestial beings living among the planets, while modern science has pursued the question with telescopes, radio signals, and robotic probes. But until recently, the search for extraterrestrial life felt more like a philosophical debate than a scientific mission. That is, until we started finding planets outside our solar system, thousands of them. The first confirmed exoplanet was discovered in 1992, orbiting a pulsar, a type of dead star. This was both exciting and disappointing. A planet orbiting a pulsar wouldn't be a good candidate for life, but its discovery proved that planets were more common than we had imagined. Then, in 1995, astronomers found 51 Pegasi b, the first confirmed exoplanet orbiting a sun-like star. It was a gas giant, more like Jupiter than Earth, but it set the stage for a revolution in astronomy. Over the next few decades, NASA's Kepler Space Telescope revealed that planets are everywhere. Rocky worlds, water worlds, even planets, with atmospheres that could resemble our own. But finding planets is just the beginning. The real question is, which of these worlds could actually support life? To answer that, scientists look at something called the habitable zone, the region around a star where conditions might allow liquid water to exist. Earth sits comfortably in our sun's habitable zone, and as far as we know, water is the key ingredient for life. If a planet has the right temperature, the right atmosphere, and the right chemistry, then the odds of it hosting life go up dramatically. Recent discoveries have pushed this search into a new era. Telescopes like James Webb can analyze the atmospheres of distant planets, searching for gases that might indicate life, oxygen, methane, or even industrial pollutants that could suggest an advanced civilization. Scientists are also listening. for mysterious radio signals from space, hoping to pick up patterns that might be artificial in origin. One such signal, detected in 1977 and known as the WOW signal, remains unexplained to this day. Was it an alien transmission or just a cosmic coincidence? With every new discovery, the line between science fiction and reality is blurring. We once thought Earth was unique, a lone oasis in a vast and empty universe. Now, we know there are potentially billions of Earth-like planets out there. And with each breakthrough, it's becoming harder to believe that we are truly alone. In 2015, something strange happened. A star nearly 1/500 light-years away began behaving in a way that defied all explanation. It wasn't just dimming like a normal star with a passing planet. It was flickering erratically, sometimes losing up to 20% of its brightness before returning to normal. Scientists had never seen anything like it. The star, later named Tabby's star, quickly became one of the most talked-about mysteries in astronomy. At first, astronomers considered natural explanations. Maybe a swarm of comets was passing in front of the star, or a massive cloud of dust was blocking its light. But the patterns were too irregular, too unpredictable. That's when a more extraordinary theory emerged. What if the strange dimming was caused by something artificial? Some scientists, cautiously, suggested that an advanced alien civilization might have built a giant structure around the star, possibly a Dyson sphere, a hypothetical megastructure designed to capture a star's energy. The idea sent shockwaves through the scientific community and beyond. Meanwhile, other strange discoveries began surfacing. In 2017, astronomers detected an object hurtling through our solar system at an impossible speed. It wasn't an asteroid, and it wasn't a comet. It was something else. The object, named Oumuamua, was unlike anything we had ever seen. It was long and thin, shaped more like a spacecraft than a rock. It accelerated unexpectedly as it left our solar system, as if it were propelled by some unknown force. Some scientists argued it could have been a natural object, but others, like Harvard astrophysicist Avi Loeb, suggested that it might have been an alien probe sent to study us. At the same time, deep space radio signals were becoming harder to ignore. Fast radio bursts, or FRBs, had been detected for years, powerful bursts of energy from unknown sources in distant galaxies. But in 2020, astronomers discovered something shocking. One of these bursts was coming from inside our own Milky Way, and unlike the others, this one had a strange, repeating pattern. Could it be a message? Could we already be receiving signals from an alien civilization without realizing it? With each new discovery, the possibility that we are not alone becomes harder to dismiss. If these anomalies, Tabby's star, Oumuamua, and the strange signals, are natural, then our universe is far stranger than we ever imagined. But if they aren't? If they are, in fact, signs of an advanced civilization, then everything we thought we knew about our place in the cosmos is about to change forever. And then, just when scientists thought they had seen it all, something extraordinary happened. A discovery that would change our understanding of space forever. In early 2023, astronomers using the James Webb Space Telescope detected something unprecedented on an exoplanet just 120 light-years away. The planet, known as K2-18b, had long been considered a candidate for habitability, but what Webb's sensors picked up was far beyond expectations. Its atmosphere contained methane and carbon dioxide, two gases that could indicate biological activity. But then came the real shocker. Scientists detected dimethyl sulfide, or DMS, a chemical that, as far as we know, is only produced by life on Earth. On our planet, DMS is primarily released by marine microorganisms, meaning that if it exists in the atmosphere of K2-18b, it could be the first real evidence of extraterrestrial life. The discovery sent shockwaves through the scientific community. Was this finally it? The proof we had been searching for? The excitement was tempered by caution. Other explanations had to be ruled out. But the deeper scientists looked, the more compelling the data became. Unlike previous false alarms, this wasn't just an ambiguous signal or a speculative theory. This was a real chemical signature, observed in real time on a planet sitting in the habitable zone of its star. And K2-18b wasn't the only breakthrough. Around the same time, a team of researchers analyzing archival data from the breakthrough Listen Project, a massive initiative to search for alien radio signals, found something stunning. A narrowband radio signal, detected in 2019 from the direction of Proxima Centauri, exhibited characteristics that suggested an artificial origin. It wasn't random noise, and it wasn't a natural astronomical phenomenon like a pulsar or a black hole. The signal, named BLC-1, had no known earthly explanation. For the first time in history, scientists had two potential signs of extraterrestrial life, one biological, one technological, appearing almost simultaneously. Could this be a coincidence? Or had we just stumbled upon the first undeniable proof that we are not alone? The world held its breath as researchers scrambled to confirm the findings. If life existed on K2-18b, what form did it take? And if the Proxima signal was truly artificial, then someone, somewhere, had been transmitting across the vast emptiness of space. It was no longer a question of whether life existed beyond Earth. It was now a question of how soon we would make direct contact. So, what exactly does this mean? The discovery of potential biological signatures on K2-18b and the possible artificial signal from Proxima Centauri aren't just isolated breakthroughs. Together, they represent a seismic shift in our understanding of life beyond Earth. If either of these findings is confirmed, it will force us to rewrite what we know about our place in the universe. Let's start with K2. B. Why is the presence of dimethyl sulfide so important? On Earth, this compound is primarily produced by phytoplankton in the oceans. If a similar process is occurring on K2-18b, it would suggest not just life, but potentially an entire ecosystem. But this raises even bigger questions. What kind of life are we talking about? Are we looking at simple microbial life like bacteria? Or could something more complex be evolving beneath thick clouds and vast oceans? The truth is, we don't know. But what we do know is that this is the closest we've ever come to detecting extraterrestrial biology. To put this into perspective, imagine standing on the shoreline of an uncharted land, seeing footprints in the sand but no sign of the creatures that left them. We haven't seen the inhabitants yet, but we have found their traces. And that alone changes everything. Then there's the mysterious signal from Proxima Centauri. Could this be the breakthrough moment for the search for intelligent life? When scientists first picked up the BLC-1 signal, they were cautious. False positives have happened before. In the 1970s, the famous WOW signal was detected, a burst of radio energy so unusual that researchers believed it could be artificial. But after decades of searching, it was never detected again. If the Proxima signal were to be confirmed as extraterrestrial in origin, it would be the single most profound discovery in human history, the first proof that we are not the only intelligent beings in the universe. But what if the signal wasn't intended for us? What if we were simply eavesdropping on an alien civilization communicating among themselves? Scientists have long debated the idea of an interstellar radio bubble, a sphere of electromagnetic radiation expanding outward from Earth as a result of our own broadcasts. If another civilization had been transmitting for centuries, their own version of radio waves could be washing over us right now, and we might only just be tuning in. So, what comes next? If we confirm extraterrestrial life, whether microbial or intelligent, how do we respond? Would we send a message back? If so, what would we say? And if we make contact, how would humanity react? For years, scientists have debated the risks of revealing our presence to the cosmos. Some argue that sending messages into deep space could alert hostile civilizations, while others believe that any species advanced enough to travel the stars would likely be peaceful. After all, any civilization capable of interstellar travel must have survived its own existential threats: war, resource depletion, climate change, meaning it might operate on an entirely different ethical framework. But beyond fear and speculation, the most profound question remains: what does this mean for us? The realization that we are not alone would fundamentally shift human culture, philosophy, and even religion. It would force us to see ourselves not just as inhabitants of Earth, but as part of a vast and interconnected cosmos. Think about this. Throughout history, every major discovery has reshaped the way we see the world. When Galileo turned his telescope to the sky and saw moons orbiting Jupiter, it shattered the belief that Earth was the center of the universe. When Darwin uncovered the mechanics of evolution, it redefined our understanding of life itself. The confirmation of extraterrestrial life, whether a single-celled organism on an exoplanet or an intelligent civilization broadcasting across the stars, would be the next great paradigm shift. And yet, perhaps the most humbling realization is that, despite all our advancements, we are still at the very beginning of this journey. Our telescopes can only see so far, our signals can only travel so fast, and our understanding of life remains limited by the only example we have, ourselves. But if we've learned anything from history, it's that the more we search, the more we discover. And as we stand on the edge of a new era, one thing is certain: the universe is waiting, and we might be closer than ever to hearing its answer. If we truly are on the verge of discovering extraterrestrial life, whether microbial or intelligent, the implications are staggering. It's a moment that would redefine our existence, forcing us to reconsider everything from our scientific pursuits to our place in the grand cosmic order. But what exactly would this discovery mean for humanity? Would it usher in an era of unprecedented unity and exploration, or would it introduce new fears and existential challenges? Let's start with the positive implications. The confirmation of alien life would be the single most important scientific breakthrough in history. It would prove that life is not unique to Earth, that the conditions for biology can emerge across the universe. If life can arise on another planet, then the universe is likely teeming with countless forms of existence, each with its own evolutionary path, environments, and possibilities. This would completely change the way we approach space exploration. Instead of searching for barren, uninhabitable rocks, we would actively target worlds that could host life. Missions to Mars, Europa, and Enceladus, moons that may have subsurface, oceans, would take on new urgency. If life exists in one place beyond Earth, it could exist in many, and that means we are closer than ever to finding our cosmic neighbors. Then there's the technological aspect. A confirmed alien signal, especially from an advanced civilization, could unlock knowledge far beyond our current scientific understanding. Imagine if we intercepted a message containing insights into energy production, space travel, or medicine. It could accelerate human progress by centuries. Just as the discovery of fire, electricity, and quantum physics revolutionized life on Earth, alien knowledge could push us into an entirely new era. Could extraterrestrials already have solved problems like climate change, disease, or interstellar travel? Could they teach us how to harness energy in ways we never imagined? But there are also risks, both psychological and societal. A discovery of this magnitude could shatter long-held beliefs. Religions, which have traditionally placed humanity at the center of creation, would have to grapple with the realization that we are just one of many intelligent species. Some people might welcome this as an expansion of spiritual understanding, while others could see it as a direct challenge to their worldview. Historically, every major scientific revelation, from heliocentrism to evolution, has faced resistance. This would be no different, only on a much larger scale. And what about the potential dangers? If we detect alien life, do we reach out? Some scientists, like Stephen Hawking, have warned against broadcasting our presence to the cosmos. His concern was simple. We have no idea what kind of civilization we might be dealing with. History tells us that when a more advanced civilization encounters a less advanced one, the results are often disastrous. If an alien species is significantly ahead of us technologically, they might see us the way we see bacteria: insignificant, primitive, perhaps even expendable. Even if their intentions are peaceful, their mere existence could destabilize global politics. Governments might race to establish contact, or worse, keep the discovery a secret for fear of what it could mean for power structures on Earth. There's also the possibility that intelligent alien life has already observed us, but chooses not to interact. This is known as the mindpodic great silence. The paradox that while we see billions of potentially habitable planets, we have yet to detect undeniable evidence of intelligent civilizations. Some theories suggest that advanced species deliberately avoid making contact, perhaps to prevent cultural contamination, or because civilizations tend to self-destruct before they achieve interstellar travel. If we finally detect an alien signal, what does it mean for this paradox? Have we simply not been looking in the right way? Or have we finally reached a level where we are ready to be noticed? Ultimately, the discovery of extraterrestrial life, whether microscopic organisms or intelligent beings, would be the greatest turning point in human history. It would expand our sense of identity beyond nations, beyond Earth, and into the vast community of the cosmos. Wars, borders, and divisions might suddenly seem trivial in the face of something so much larger than ourselves. Or it could ignite a new era of competition, secrecy, and existential anxiety. One thing is certain. If we truly are closer than ever to finding aliens, then humanity stands on the precipice of a new reality. And once that reality arrives, there will be no turning back. As we stand at the edge of one of the greatest discoveries in human history, one question lingers. What comes next? If we are closer than ever to finding alien life, then we are also closer than ever to answering one of humanity's oldest and most profound questions. Are we alone? The search for extraterrestrial life is no longer just a pursuit of science fiction. It is a real, data-driven mission that could change everything we know about our place in the cosmos. Whether it's microbial life thriving in the clouds of a distant exoplanet or an advanced civilization transmitting messages across the galaxy, each new discovery brings us one step closer to an answer. But perhaps the true beauty of this journey is not just in finding aliens, it's in what the search reveals about us. The mere possibility that life exists beyond Earth forces us to think beyond borders, beyond differences, beyond the limitations we impose on ourselves. It reminds us that we are part of something far greater, a universe vast, ancient, and still full of secrets waiting to be uncovered. So, as we look to the stars with curiosity and wonder, we must ask ourselves, what else is out there? And when the day finally comes that we find the answer, will we be ready? If you're as fascinated by these questions as we are, join us as we continue to explore the mysteries of the universe. The search has only just begun.